Do you mind? Welcome to Ask Me Anything with me, Briggsy, and it is a Valentine's Day special. Yeah. All of these questions come from my fellow flatmates because Facebook people, I don't know, I guess people just don't really like using Facebook anymore. So yeah, anyway. Give myself some food. So, first one. What would you do if the person you wanted to be with on Valentine's Day didn't want you or didn't want to be with you? Sad face. Well, for me personally, me being a kind of cold-hearted is a strong word, but it's the only one I can think of at the moment. So being a cold-hearted person, I just move on. Right? Yeah, you may want to be with them now, but first of all, if they don't want to be with you, and you know that for a fact, there's not a lot you can do. You know, you can't change that person's mind. You get some people that would say it would be more romantic to try and win them back and be like, oh please, but no. If they don't want you, then just move on. You know, there's like 6 billion people in the world. You know, there's got to be at least someone that is willing to chase you at the very least. So you don't need him, girlfriend or boyfriend, whatever. Just go out there and be like, you look hot. I want to wear you in a completely non-freaky kind of way. There you go. That is your answer to that question. I mean, I would just move on, find someone else that's even hotter, and have a good time with them. Ignore that other person. You don't need them in your life. Second question. Sorry. I'm really hungry. What is the nicest Valentine's present you have ever bought a girl on Valentine's Day? I'm not quite sure because I don't tend to be with people on Valentine's Day. I think I've only been with someone twice on Valentine's Day before. So it's kind of hard. Hold on. I don't know. I'm trying. I've got like a thing in mind, but I'm just trying to remember what it was. I think it was basically like flowers, chocolate, card, and like a heart necklace with a diamond in it. Probably wasn't a real diamond, you know. I'm not a millionaire, but this was like back in like year 10, so 14, 15. So, bit more of a romantic back then. That was probably the nicest thing. In terms of like a lamest thing, I guess technically I bought her a pizza, like this other girl. We had Domino's together and I paid for it because we weren't really in the mood to do anything on Valentine's Day. So I just bought her a pizza, Domino's. Which is not bad, you know, it's like £16.99. A lot of money. But yeah, not that exciting, I apologise. What would be the best Valentine's present someone could get you? There's a lot of things. We go with the not so realistic. So I don't know, like a chill out session with Dave Grohl and the rest of the Foo Fighters, that would be pretty immense. A brand new computer system so I can do even more editing and actually get it up in faster than a day. Trip to America. We're slowly getting down the unrealistic parts. Trip to America. The works of Christopher Nolan. Order something cool offline, like some nice clothes or something, like video game related clothes, because I always want to buy them, but then I'm instantly like, nope, that money could go on something much more important. I'm not very good at buying myself stuff. Yeah, I don't know, just as long as there's thought behind it and they've used what I've said previously to get me it, that's quite nice. And probably the worst thing would be something that like I really did like, I don't know, like socks. I doubt very much there is anybody that would get someone socks for Valentine's Day, but if they did, it'd be a pretty shitty present, to be honest. So that's what I could think of the worst one. Ugh. Yeah. What is the best date possible on Valentine's Day? For me personally, well, I guess in general the best one would be the one that gets you laid at the end of it. That's kind of as good as you can get, really. Unless for some reason you end up in a threesome after that, then that's just like, oh my god, what did you do? You need to tell every other man in the world, or woman. Best date possible on Valentine's Day. I like to keep it quite simple. So someone asked me earlier on in the week what I would do for just a date. So if I was trying to impress them, then it would be a restaurant. So if it was Southampton, Turtle Bay, props to them. Then cinema. Some people go for drinks after. I don't. I try not to drink myself, so I don't know, back to my place or hers, depending on how long you've been together. And then maybe like another, like a romantic comedy, and then snuggle up, and maybe you can get some grooves going in the southern region. But then, you know, that's if you're trying to impress them with something. If you've been with them for quite a while, a lot of people are just happy to just kind of chill out, and some people aren't. I don't know. It's quite a tough one. But for me personally, it would be something along the lines of you both go somewhere you really like to eat. You both go somewhere or do something that you both really like to do. You give each other presents, and then it ends with really great sex. And just in case any of you were wondering, well, this is, I don't know how accurate this statistic is, probably isn't, but Valentine's Day is the one day of the year that women are most likely to do anal. So there you go. Go Valentine's Day. Next up we have, what is your best Valentine's Day experience? Right, I've actually got one pretty much off the top of my head, which is crazy. Yes. Yeah, I would say, like I said, I'm normally single on Valentine's Day, and one of the best ones I've had is I back when I was living in Cornwall, I went into Falmouth, which is, it's not a bad place to go out, it's okay. With Sienna, Nat, Jake, Roxy, Shauna, and other girl that I don't know, and yeah, and we had a good time. It was all right, you know. Everybody was chilling out, getting drunk, and we got a taxi back from Falmouth to Truro. And whilst the rest of us were in the back, well, Nat was in the front, and whilst the rest of us were in the back, because we were all drunk and we were all single, and like, oh, you know, it'd be fun if we all started pulling, and we did. So that was pretty good. It was funny having like a three-way kiss with girls. whilst being in the back of a moving taxi and like going. So yeah, that was a pretty good one. No other ones really spring to mind, to be honest. I don't think I've ever been in a crazy situation on Valentine's Day. It's just a day, really. But tomorrow should be quite a good one because multiple friends' birthdays. So yeah. Next up we have: do you think Valentine's Day is great or overrated? Oh, pardon me. Right. Right, so majority of the time, I think when it comes to myself I'm quite pessimistic, but when it comes to other people I'm quite optimistic. So from my own personal standpoint, I don't know, I can understand that, you know, Valentine's Day for a lot of people is that kind of one day of the year where, yes, obviously you love the person that you're with or you really like them and you should show them that every day of the year. But Valentine's Day is that one day of the year where you can kind of, you know, ignore what sane people would do for your other half and go overboard for that one particular day. So obviously if you did that like every day of the year, you would probably be extremely poor and you wouldn't be able to pay your bills. But for that one day you can ignore that and you buy them something really extravagant, or you take them somewhere that you wouldn't normally, or you take them to a place that they always want to go, but obviously you're normally like, oh, we ain't got the money for that, let's just stay and have some fish fingers. So it's that chance to go overboard and really show how much you appreciate the person that you're with. So that's for like couples. And some people would argue that, you know, you should do it every day of the year, but like I said, you know, if you did that, you'd be broke. So, and then also it's just, I don't know, Valentine's Day seems to bring out the romantic side in a lot of people and kind of spurs people on to basically, you know, ask out, you know, someone that they've kind of fancied for a long time, or, you know, there's that coffee shop girl that you've known for a while and you've got to be like, yeah, she's a bit of a rabbit, I'm not sure she would go for someone like me. So on Valentine's Day you just pluck up the courage to be like, you know what, fuck this, you behind the counter, I've been coming here for 6 months now, I've been getting coffee and I've been saying, I want cream. But now I'm asking you out, I'm asking you to go somewhere and do something with me. Not necessarily coffee because you work here all the time, so probably somewhere else like cinema. But yeah, so it's good. I think primarily it is good, basically. And I'm sure like loads of people are probably against it for the whole like corporate thing, like, oh, they're just making you spend your money on like cards with hearts on and stuff. But yeah, so what's your point? Doesn't mean you have to like buy all that kind of stuff. You can just buy things that they really want and probably never have gotten around to getting. Yeah, doesn't have to be all about the corporate stuff, man. Just treat the person that you like. Jesus. So I guess it is a good thing, Valentine's Day in general, if you approach it in the correct way. But for me personally, it's neither here nor there. It's just another day. And finally, what is your worst Valentine's Day experience? Let's see now. I was with someone last year. Was I? Was I? Yes, I was. Year before that, I don't think I was with someone. It would help if I had like pictures or something to remind me of when or what I was doing back when. Right, I've had a little ponder / look at Facebook, and yeah, of the past few years, I guess, I was with someone last year, I had just come out of a relationship. Hang on a second. No, this is the wrong one. Yeah, I was with someone last year, and then the year before that I got horrendously drunk, like banging on the table like a madman, like blah, 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 blah. So I guess the couple of days after that, they were probably my worst Valentine's Day experiences. But in hindsight, from what I can remember and from pictures, it looked like a good time. So yeah, I don't know. I think the worst experience was just the one time that I literally just did nothing. I just stayed at home all day and did nothing. It was boring. It was just another day, and all Facebook and other social spheres was filled with people going out and doing coupley things. So I guess in that sense, like even my parents were like, I think they did something. So yeah, I guess that was the worst, just not doing anything at all. I've never like broken up with someone on Valentine's Day or been broken up with on Valentine's Day. So I guess in that sense I can consider myself lucky. But yeah, I guess that's the Valentine's Day episode done, finished, finito. Yeah, as always, do you got any questions that you would like to ask? Just post them in the comments down below, or message me, or go onto my Facebook one and message me on there, or tweet me, or do whatever it is. Send a goddamn smoke signal thing, the puff and the flame and the brr. Yeah. So yeah, again, do your thing. Hope you have a good Valentine's Day.